So guys, it's me FNAF, and before I get into the video, please hit that like and subscribe button because I want to make it to 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm halfway there. So yeah, go back to enjoying the video. So guys, it's me FNAF, and I'm back with another video. And you know what time it is. It's been a month since my last FNAF talking video, but this time I'm going to be doing a theory. More like a follow-up video to the true identity of the phone guy, because I feel like I didn't explain things well enough in that video. I didn't explain it well then, now let me do it now. So the reason why I'm recording this video 3 months later is because I wanted to collect my thoughts so I could be more articulated. And I still think that all the phone calls in FNAF 2 are pre-recorded. And the reason why is because there's a lot of evidence that goes towards that. It's mostly because in FNAF 1, he literally admits that the messages are pre-recorded. Because in FNAF 1, Night 1, he says,
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night.
And then Night 4 of FNAF 1, he says,
I'm kind of glad that I recorded my messages for you when I did.
And the reason why I say it's unlikely that they're live phone calls is because it just wouldn't really make sense. Because he says in Night 6 that the place has been closed down at least for a while, and we know that's not the case in FNAF 2 because you come in the day after. What does he mean by it's been closed down for a while? It's been closed down for maybe 12 hours at most, but that's not a lot of time, not a lot at all. And also we know that literally it's 1 day later from Night 5 because it's literally the day after. Night 6 is the 13th and Night 5 is the 12th. They're a day apart. It cannot be closed down for a while. And also, in that game, all the banners and stuff are happy birthday banners, and the last scheduled event was a birthday. And also, the animatronics are super aggressive on Night 1. The main 3 animatronics are already attacking you on Night 1. And it's really strange. And even on Night 2, the older animatronics start moving, mostly Foxy, but most of the main cast are attacking you on Night 2. And on Night 3, everyone's trying to attack you, well on before Night 4. And in Night 4, he says they're more aggressive. I believe that the messages are pre-recorded because he says it himself. The building is under investigation, and any phone calls that would have to be called will be used as evidence against him in court. And so he would have to record those phone calls. And then Fazbear Entertainment, being a cheap company, reused them as training tapes, because he gives out the proper information. That's why I think the messages are pre-recorded, because they just don't make sense as live recordings. So that leads directly into the main part of the video. It's probably the reason why you clicked on this video to know why I think Jeremy FITZGERALD cannot be the Bite of 87 victim. And the reason why is because the leading theory is Jeremy FITZGERALD got moved up to the day shift. He got bit by one of the animatronics while working. But I say that that's not likely because on Night 6, he gets paid $20.10. And that lines up directly to what minimum wage in 1987 would be. Because if you do the math, it completely lines up. And I'm going to do the math right now. He's going to get paid $3.35 every hour. So I'm going to break it down in a way that'll make it easy for me to calculate it. So I'm going to break it into dollars, the cents, and then the extra cents is what I'm just going to say. He gets paid $3 an hour, and for 3 hours, that's going to be $9, and that's only half of the time. And so the other half is going to be another $9, so that's going to be $18. And then he gets paid 30 more cents, which that's going to be 90 cents, and that's going to be $1.80. So we can have $19.80. And then he's going to be paid the extra 5 cents. 3 5s make 15, and that 15 plus 15 makes 30. And then when you add the $30 to the $19.80, you get $20.10. After doing the math, it doesn't seem plausible that Jeremy FITZGERALD would be the bite, because if he did work the day shift, he would have been paid well over $20. And it was completely intentional that Scott Cawthon made it $20.10 because it's the correct amount of money you would have been paid for overtime in 1987, especially for only 6 hours. And also, I think that Fazbear Entertainment wouldn't be the company to not pay him, because if they wouldn't have paid him, that would have been a lawsuit. And also, if he was the bite victim, he would have lived, because Phone Guy says in FNAF 1.
But then there was the bite of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe.
Basically confirming the fact that he would have lived, and that would have been a complete lawsuit. And they are not for that. In any way you put it, he was only paid $20.10. He only worked the night shift. And now I want to talk about the newspaper saying the place was only open for a short few weeks. I feel like the place was closed down before. Like the phone call said, it was under investigation, then the place closed down, and then it had a grand reopening. And at some random day, the bite of 87 happened to some random either employee or pedestrian, and the place closed down because of potential malfunction of the robot. I also still think Jeremy FITZGERALD could be the phone guy, because if all those are pre-recorded messages, then he lived up to his word. He took the night shift when the place reopened. That's about it for my theory. If you have any thoughts and feedback, put in the comments below. Thanks for the support like always. This was your host, TaquitoMan64. See you all in the next one. Goodbye.